What's up, guys? As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, leave a comment down below. That helps. Thank you so much. Today's a real short video. I'm just giving an update on what I did today. I closed a Google for 7%. I had a bullish sell the 85 put spread, and so that was a potential 15% gain. Microsoft's still open. I'm now up almost 6% on that. I went all out on Win Resorts. I guess it's a Chinese gambling company. I thought it was an American hotel thing. Anyways, that's going on. NTRA, MOS, DUOL. I went short on all those. I put on 5 tranches today. I'm not a big fan of myself for doing that. I never like to, you never want to feel uncomfortable, and I felt uncomfortable after today. So this is at least a trade journal for me, and it's like a review of what I'm doing. Let's see. Boom. Positions. Here you go. So these are my positions right now. I'm short Win. I'm long Microsoft. I was long Googl, Googl, and I closed that today just because I was earlier in the morning. I was like, I'm gonna be conservative. I'm gonna take something off, and then all I had was basically these 2 little small Win positions and my Microsoft position. I was like, I want to put something on, so I put on 2 more Win positions and 3 new positions in TRA, MOS, DUOL. If these go up tomorrow, in my opinion, not financial advice, these are good shorts. This one, these all follow my 3 days plus shield rule. So you had earnings, and then, well, this is actually day 1. You broke that last high, which is right here. So if we look right there, we see we broke the high here of the last high. And then we had another day where we went up even higher. So I think this is a good time. You really want to see the stochastic crossover. So I was kind of running and gunning. So anyways, that's how I felt about that one. We'll show you the charts. This is a very aggressive trade, but it ran up a lot. It already had earnings and dividends. I don't imagine there's going to be too much more news, so it seems like a safe short. That's why I put it on. NTRA. This one I think I like a little more. Yeah, my expiration was pretty close on this one. Again, you had 3 days, so you had earnings here. Here, I'll zoom in for you. Earnings here, and then 1, 2. So that one's on day 2. But after earnings, I mean, if there's not like news and stuff, there's not a whole lot much more going on. So this was kind of an aggressive trade. My pops were updated. You can see these pop percentages are based upon options activity, and they're fairly accurate. So you can see the Win, I believe my Win pop might have gone down, I think, or anyways, those are my pops. I have, as it starts to approach like a 50% pop, I start to think about managing, exiting for a loss, because I keep my losses small and my gains big. Keeps you profitable. Great. Okay. So anyways, I put on the Win position, 2 more Win positions, NTRA, MOS, DUOL, and closed Google, Microsoft. And what do I think is happening in the market? That's what I really want to talk about really briefly. We're at 3 minutes. This is going to be a nice short video. So we're going to hop over to SPY Watch. Okay. So you had S&P 500 go up about 1/8% today. Now, earlier, while I was watching it, okay, the dollar did go down, but earlier the dollar and the S&P 500 were going up, which it's usually the dollar. I'm trying to find my hand. The dollar will go down, S&P goes up, and vice versa. So dollar goes up, S&P goes down. So that was a little bit of a divergence. And VIX fell today, which is bullish for the S&P 500. And then home builders is kind of like sometimes it could be considered like a little bit of a smart money, like pre-running the S&P 500. So you want to see them doing the same thing. If you see XHB, if you see it falling and the S&P going up, you might want to second guess, is this a real up move on the S&P 500? SPY is the ETF for S&P 500. So what else? The other thing is the indices. I see all red on the indices in the aftermarket. Let's look at price. There you go, percent change. So that to me, if I was long right now, that's a little concerning. So good for me because I'm pretty heavily short right now. But I am uncomfortable. So if you're bullish, I'm uncomfortable about being very short right now. So that's the good news for you. Let's see, that's just a bunch of, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Here, look, 5 minutes. We're gonna have a 5-minute video. SPY, we'll just look at the chart and be done. All right, so here you can see I've made these little white lines, and yeah, I mean, we had a big up move today, even though it's only 1/8% relative to recently what has happened. That's a pretty decent up move. The volume though, look at that volume. Again, volume bar's down here. That's not a big volume bar, so it looks like a big price action bar, but the volume bar is not so big. So that tells me maybe that's not very real. Do we have we do. Look at that, large scale orders. This is neat about Webull. I've always said I don't use Webull except for the charts and their little gadgets and stuff. I do like this. So you see, oh, I can't highlight, but the 2 big red bars were big sells for large orders. And then it says today, March 2nd, we had large orders but small. So that's not big up move and kind of a little bit of buy from large orders. So that's not very convincing to me. And what about the stochastic? We did have it almost looks like it crossed that green. I'm looking at this right here. So the green line just kind of barely crossed the red line, and we are sitting way down there. So that's kind of bullish, but I'm not sold. I'm not sold on the big price action with small volume and small large order buys. So I'm gonna keep having my long-term bearish outlook on the market until I don't. So, but if you disagree, if you're like, no, Jordan, now is the time, we're bullish now, please comment and convince me. Tell me why I'm wrong. So there you go. That's it. 7 minutes. Yes. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video.